EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Mike, I got
it. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 5-9. 12.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant. 54 miles. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Stanton, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that takes us from second to third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Breeze. Again has it complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards that time for number 19.
95-56, 95-56.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stanton. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Breeze going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
5-8, 5-8. 53 smart. Check 53 smart. You ain't going nowhere.
Breeze now on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the save. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They don't want to waste his outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Now Stanton. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On first down, Stanton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Chubb on the counter. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there. It leads to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On On second and a yard. Cousins out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On third down, Cousins looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Go now. 10 over. 54 miles. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Get ready.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
But the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Back to throw. Stanton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Second and 10. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Cousins now. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 29 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ready.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Recon, 132 final.
On second and 9, Stanton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Stanton. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Ready.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Landry the intended target, but now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. It's caught. Backup. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the gun, Stanton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Back to throw. Stanton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Can't. 53, Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this one held in by Rudolph. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal. 58's the money.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Mike 54. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. But a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 14-0.
Next is for Vikings 14, Browns 0. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Off the play fake, Stanton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Emerson Griffin getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Stanton got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stanton. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Looking to throw. Stanton. And this is going to be incomplete. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Cousins to throw it. And Diggs has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. He shakes him off. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Operating from the gun, Stanton. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now Stanton. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Stanton.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
From the gun on third down. Stanton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
Let's go now. 8, read. Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Twist on travel.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be second and goal. Here's second and 8. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They run again on first down. Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Throwing here, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Check 53, Mike. Exit, exit.
First down, here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Throwing again. Stanton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So the final
You really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Don't get nervous. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's the former Badger Dare Ogunbowale, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Gabbert. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
61. Match box. Light. Big rip.
Now Gabbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Gabbert. And he finds Howard complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And it'll be 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Throwing. Gabbert. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Double time, guys, double time. 4 down. All right, here I come. I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Gabbert. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Watch the shit.
Topper! Snap!
From the gun, Gabbard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So following the interception, here's Gabbard. That's complete to his receiver, Gabbard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gabbard. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight down. Check 20.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw is Gabbard. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gabbard. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Here's Mickens to return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play. And Buccaneer first down. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Gabbert. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Jim. Watch out.
A run with Ogunbowale. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Topper!
Now it's a bootleg with Gabbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Off the play fake, Gabbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Get him.
26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check. Watch 54.
Prescott down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Back now in Tampa. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin White, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long game.
80 weapons.
It's going to be a long game.
Let's go.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line's really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
218, chopper. Get it.
To throw, Gabbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Bucs summon their offense back onto the field here. They're going to go for 2. Out of the gun, Gabbert. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league.
He's got a man complete. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. No.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
Gabbert here wants to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They go play action. Gabbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.